Well, Farm to School has been growing in leaps and bounds in Michigan over the past 4 years. I've been here for 4 years working on it, and I was really impressed with how well it had already been started off when I got here, but the interest in Farm to School has grown quite a bit. So many of these school kids may see local foods at their schools already, or may have school food service directors that are interested in sourcing food from local farmers. So we're trying to support that here, trying to spread the awareness that it is a possibility to purchase local food for your school meals program through this event, and maybe have students become the ambassadors for local food at their schools. For food service directors, there are many challenges for Farm to School, including procurement regulations. Price is always considered to be a challenge or a barrier. Accessing the food, finding the farmers that are in your area that might be willing and able to supply to your school. Packaging, delivery, payment, all of those things are challenges that we can work through for Farm to School, and there's so many schools doing it already. I think there's a good network of school food service directors that can be mentors to school food service directors that are interested and haven't gotten started yet. But all of those challenges we can overcome, and we have more farmers that are becoming educated in how to supply to schools and other institutions like hospitals and colleges and universities, so that they're more ready for that opportunity. So it's a matter of connecting the dots and having the conversations with the farmers, and it's really about building those relationships with your local supplier. And that's one of the big benefits of Farm to School, is that you can have a conversation with your vendor and say, hey, this variety of corn is not working for me because it's too big, so maybe we can have a smaller ear, or maybe you can give me a bigger ear so I can cut it in half in the kitchen. So we can have conversations with our farmers, and once they get started, and once you get started, and kind of bridge that language barrier between food service and farmers, we can develop relationships that are in most cases very long lasting.
Pieces we need to talk about or work with is that we need to have a large enough volume to be able to supply those schools. So whether that means forming up a co-op, whether that means collective marketing in a maybe not as formal association as a co-op. So there's those options of being able, or those challenges, or just things that have to be overcome, of thinking about how do we get enough volume going into schools that we can supply them, make them happy, not have stuff that you get this amount this week, but it's 2 weeks till you got this amount, or and I think the other piece that comes with it is the types of products. So we need to have enough volume of either one product or 2 products or 10 products or those things. So that's one piece to it. The other piece to it, I think, is that there's challenges around economies of scale. And so when we talk about small and mid-sized farms, a lot of small and mid-sized farms are, in their business model at least, is predicated on getting a higher price for their product, right? They're not producing as much, so they need to sell things for a higher price to be able to make their economic business model make sense.
School food service directors are very loyal customers for farmers and for their other vendors, as long as the quality, service, and the price is right. So I think our farmers have shown up very well for our school food service directors, so as long as we can make those initial connections, it's usually a happy, long relationship.
Having an opportunity for the students to be able to taste fresh Michigan products is an exciting thing.